Hello and welcome to Chapter 11, Lesson 3. Today we're going to be talking about customary units of capacity. So before we were doing customary units of length, so we were measuring things, right? And now we're going to ask ourselves how much liquid can fit into different containers. That's called capacity. Okay, so this would be 1 fluid ounce. 1 fluid ounce. What is that a picture of? No clue. It looks like a nail polish container. 1 ounce, so it's pretty little. 1 fluid ounce. Because ounce can also be weight. Like if we're weighting, we usually weigh ourselves in pounds and ounces. So this is a liquid fluid ounce is what it's called. If you look at your bottles, like my cup that I have here is 20 FLOZ, fluid ounces. Or if you go to get a smoothie from Caribou, it might be 12 fluid ounces. Okay, then we have 1 cup. You probably know this from baking and cooking, hopefully. 1 pint is the milk cartons that you drink at school. A quart is kind of a larger, or sometimes these come in plastic bottles. They're a little larger. And then the gallon is the big guy, the gallon of milk. Okay, so let's dive into these a little bit closer. How can I remember units of capacity? So this is my little trick, okay, for converting. Like yesterday, we had to remember 1 foot has 12 inches, 1 yard has 3 feet, 1 mile has 5,280 feet. This is how I remember. I'm going to show you this in the next video, so write it down twice, like get this in your math notebook, and it will really help you to remember it. Okay, so we have the big guy, the gallon. And inside the gallon, we can fit 4 quarts. And inside each quart is 2 pints. So how many pints fit within a gallon? 2, 4, 6, 8 pints are in a gallon. How many quarts in a gallon? 4 quarts are in a gallon. And then in each pint, we can fit 2 cups. Okay. So how many cups are in a gallon? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so this is kind of my little drawing. And then in each cup, 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. That one doesn't really fit into our drawing, so you just have to remember that one. 8 fluid flows. FLOZ, fluid, dot, ounces, dot. Okay. So if I were to say, how many cups are in 1 quart? Well, I'd look at the Q. I'd say, okay, within 1 Q, there are 4 cups. 1 quart equals 4 cups. How many pints are in 2 quarts? Well, look at 2 quarts has 4 pints. So it's kind of a good little trick to remember that if you're ever doing units of capacity and you're trying to convert them, you can just draw this little picture. We're not going to do anything with converting today, but I just kind of wanted to get you the picture so that tomorrow when we do converting, you will have that, a little bit of background knowledge. Okay, anyways, Jorge is filling an aquarium. Which container should he use to fill his aquarium most quickly? We want to use, aquariums are huge, so we would want to use the gallon, right? The biggest unit of capacity measurement. Nita is pouring salsa into a small bowl. Is the most reasonable estimate for the capacity of the bowl 8 fluid ounces, 8 cups, 8 quarts, or 8 gallons? A small bowl. The salsa is a small amount, so 8 gallons, 8 quarts, and 8 cups are all too large. The most reasonable estimate for the capacity of the bowl is 8 fluid ounces. Choose the most reasonable estimate for each capacity. Okay, this fish bowl. 1 fluid ounce, no. 1 pint. Would we pour 1 of those little cups of milk that we get at school in there? Nope, too little. 1 quart or 100 quarts. No, we do 1 quart. 100 quarts would be too big. These are too little. So how much would we have in about a jar like this? 10 gallons? No way. Let's X out that 10 gallons. No way. 400 cups? No way. 4 fluid ounces? 4 little nail polish bottles? Nope. 10 cups? Yes, that sounds like a great estimate. Okay, I believe this is like a container of paint. That's about a gallon. Right, a milk gallon, if we set it next to a container of paint, a gallon, usually they do come in gallons. So a gallon of paint, a gallon of milk, same thing. Choose the best estimate for each capacity. Half a cup would be about 4 fluid ounces because a whole cup is 8. Do you remember that when we were talking about? A whole cup is 8, so half would be 4. A pitcher, 6 fluid ounces, too small. 16, that's too big. Yeah, I'm going 16 fluid ounces. Because a pitcher, I don't feel like it'd be about a gallon. 16 fluid ounces, though, maybe that's too small. That's too small. Changing my mind. Because I'm looking at my cup, right? A normal cup, like a kind of a big reusable cup, is 20. So I could fit more than those 20 ounces into a pitcher. So I'm going a gallon. Changing my mind, okay, guys? Teachers can change their minds too. Yeah, and 16 fluid ounces is 2 cups. I should have known that. Come on, Mrs. Hamer. All right, anyways, so a big bathtub. If you were going to fill up a whole bathtub, I'm going with 50 gallons. I think 50 gallons could fit in a big bathtub. And then if we're looking at a tiny little cup, a juice box, that's going to definitely be fluid ounces. 8 fluid ounces. I wanted to be sure I was telling you right on the bathtub thing, and I looked it up and it said most bathtubs hold 80 gallons of water if you filled them to the top. So 50 would be a really good estimate for this one. Okay, draw lines to match each object to a reasonable capacity. So a cereal bowl, baby food jar, that's going to be the smallest. I'm going to say a baby food jar is 4 fluid ounces. So a cereal bowl, well, usually soda cans are 12 ounces. So a cereal bowl would probably be about 2 cups. A large can of paint, that'd be gallon, right? And a swimming pool, 1,000 gallons. Because that's the biggest. That's kind of how I was measuring it in my head, guys. I was kind of saying, okay, those are small. If I compare a baby food jar to a soda can, I know a soda can's bigger. So the baby food jar, then the soda can, then the cereal bowl, and so on. That's kind of was my strategy for this one. Zach is filling his dog's bowl with water. Is it reasonable to say Zach will need about 4 gallons of water? No way. No way again, guys. 4 gallons is way too much. For a dog dish. A dog bowl, I guess what they called it. Wes is pouring himself some ketchup to eat with his potato wedges. What is a reasonable estimate for the number of fluid ounces of ketchup Wes will need? So now, here's the deal. 1 fluid ounce would be about as much as a nail polish container. So for me, I probably would use 2 nail polish containers worth of ketchup because I like ketchup. Some people don't, so maybe they would use 1. So I'm going to go with both, 1 or 2 fluid ounces of ketchup. Explain if someone likes more ketchup they might use 2 fluid, they might use 2 fluid ounces of ketchup. KTCHUP, because that is about 2 nail polish containers worth. Yeah, I think that's good enough of an explanation. And lastly, but not least, explain one relationship between capacity and fluid ounces. Fluid ounces is one way to measure capacity. Right, we could, instead of one way, we could say the smallest way to measure capacity too. Order the following units of capacity from least to greatest. Gallon, pint, cup, quart. Okay, so cup is the smallest, then pint, then quart, then gallon. I'm thinking back to my gallon has 4 quarts. And then in each quart, there's 2 pints. And then each pint, there's 2 baby cups, right? So cups, pints, quarts, gallons, how it goes. Henry gargles with mouthwash twice a day, which is a reasonable amount of mouthwash for Henry to use. 2 fluid ounces, definitely. You don't want a ton of mouthwash in your mouth, right? And 8 ounces is a whole cup of mouthwash. Like, your mouth would be brimming, overflowing with mouthwash. These 2 are way too big. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching.